Ok, aquí estamos con Sherlock nuevamente, chicos. ¿Y qué es lo que tenemos acá? Lo último que hicimos. Estamos en un caso muy especial llamado MUSA de Allende los Mares. ¿De qué se trata esto? Nos invitó... Cachabón por el inicio. Nos invitaron a la Galería de Arte y... En la Galería de Arte descubrimos que se hizo un robo de una obra. Esa obra se trataba de un diablo violándose a una mujer. Y después nos enteramos que esa obra había pasado en la vida real, pero obviamente en un diablo. Entonces aquí tenemos a este compadre que era como la especie de diablo y la niña violada. Entonces ahora estamos investigando qué es lo que está pasando aquí, porque la persona que robó el cuadro la encontraron muerta, se murió sola estúpidamente. Y la niña a la que se violaron está bien enojada. Así que vamos a ver qué pasa. Tenemos que llegar al agresor, ¿cierto? Sí. Tatuaje del intruso, claro. Tenemos que ir a investigar quién es ese motherfucker. Así que let's fucking go.
He's even putting up posters, poor man. Losing it, maybe.
Ya, estamos en la policía. Entonces, lo primero, tenemos dos investigaciones que hacer. Las medallas como esas suelen concederse a oficiales británicos. Ya. Y además, el intruso tenía... Tenemos que investigar al intruso que murió, que era el cojo, y además a este compadre, al agresor. Entonces vamos a ver si en los archivos está por ahí. Uy, me mareé. Parece que no era nada por acá. Ah. Archivos. Soy un idiota. Aquí sí es. Ok, crímenes. Contrabando, faltas, denuncias, no. Sujeto. Este sujeto es un sospechoso. ¿Ya? O puede ser una víctima, pero no. El hombre es una pieza importante, su tatuaje ya... El hombre ha llegado muerto, uno sobre la otra, el inspector... Nicolo Bernadotti llevan tatuajes como ese. Ah. Entonces... Lo logré. Interrogatorio. Nicolo Bernadotti. Nacido en 1834, es un empresario y filántropo muy conocido en Córdoba. Es el fundador propietario de la Bernadotti Company Ltda, fundada en 1873. Oficinas, zona sudeste de Escaladío, Bazaar Road, cerca del cruce de Roman Road. Tras el soplo de uno de nuestros informantes anónimos, el 13 de febrero de 1876, se le practicó un interrogatorio al señor Bernadotti. El informante proporcionó información que relaciona al señor Bernadotti con el contrabando de licores y obras de arte antiguas entre las colonias británicas. Cordona y el resto del Reino Unido, gente que supuestamente trabaja para la compañía del señor Bernadotti, ha estado previamente relacionada con una serie de actividades ilegales que incluyen robo, violencia, estafa y extorsión. Al señor Bernadotti se lo llamó a declarar como testigo, dado que no hay pruebas tangibles para imputarle cargo alguno. Durante el interrogatorio, llevado a cabo por el agente Bot, o But, y yo mismo, el señor Bernadotti afirmó no estar al tanto de ninguna de las operaciones. Ya se hizo el loco. No se ha podido obtener información alguna sobre su actividad antes de mudarse al Reino Unido, documentada o no. Según afirma el señor Bernadotti, vivió en Sicilia, bien mafioso, donde estaba la cosa nostra, Bambino, donde tenía una tienda hasta 1873. cuando se trasladó a Londres y comenzó un negocio de importaciones. En conclusión, no es posible imputarle al señor Bernadotti nada relacionado con el caso. Inspector Herbert Ryder. Ahora, podemos ir a verlo.
An impressive slice of life. The police had a lot on him and at the same time, nothing at all.
Aficionados.
Amateurs.
Interrogatorio a Nicolo. Vale. Vamos por Nico. Esto es en Bazaar Road, cerca del cruce de Roman Road. Bazaar Road, cerca del cruce de Roman Road. Hollywood Avenue. Y aquí está Bazaar Road, po. Encima dice que en Escaladío. Roman Road. Zona sudeste de Escaladío. Yo creo que podría recorrerme todo esto. Bazaar Road, Bazaar Road.
A contest for the guests of Cordona.
Zona sudeste. Está el Roman Road, po, hermano. Yo creo que tengo que hacer esto. ¡Pum! Bernadotti Company. Bookstore. ver si por aquí tiene que estar la farmacia. Iglesia San Pedro, hotel. Banca. Panadería. Cacha una trattoria. A sudeste de Escaladío, Bazaar Road. Tiene que ser por acá. Bernadotti, limitada. Aquí estamos, guachú.
It seems they're not expecting guests.
I won't wait for an invitation, John.
La puerta principal de la oficina está cerrada. Deberíamos hallar el modo de entrar. Por acá. Eso. Por acá no. Por acá no, macho. Por acá.
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
Ya, ok.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from the camp.
That's our way in, Sherry.
Mirecha. Hablemos con el compadre.
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
I'm here to discuss business with Mr. Bernadotti. I tried the front door, but...
Mr. Bernadotti isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk away or you'll never walk
El
again.
capito.
Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotti's best interest to...
1.
Listen, the man Bernadotti sent to...
2.
Well, this has been miserable.
Sherlock, think. We know what the fellows from the gang look like. You can easily blend in.
Ya vamos. Ah, que nos vamos a camuflar. Pero obviamente para eso tenemos que ir a... Camuflate, boludo, y camuflate, hermano. Ojalá que lo renten, Ojalá que lo renten,
Don't miss out on my unique clothes.
Unique
Let's
clothes.
pick something that suits you.
Necesito la de un bandido. Sí, sí, como un bandido, por manito. Criminal. Esta tiene que ser.
Don't leave. Take one more look.
No tengo ropa criminal, hermano. Vamos a tener que ir a hacer lo que ya tú sabes. Vamos por aquí, por allá, un poquito más acá. Permiso, permiso, ahí no. Ahí sí, ahí está, te encontré. Bueno, los cabros. Vamos.
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
Me disparó el gusanito. Me disparó el gusanito.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming for you.
No veo nada, hermano.
I couldn't miss the party.
The snuff's ready.
Get ready for some pain.
Just give him the pepper snuff. No, you killed him. You can overcome the brute now.
I couldn't miss the party.
Qué paja, loco.
Oh, don't bother moving. You've lost. No more crime for you until next month.
It's all yours now. Go. The snuff's ready. Hey, you could have kept him alive. I thought we were against murder. Hey, you could have kept him alive.
Vamos, hay que matarlo nomás. ¿Quieres? Ya, igual son 24 por manito. Hagamos otra.
coming.
Don't cry, you live. Don't bother moving. You've lost. No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
Coming.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you.
Time to knock this guy out.
I'm coming.
Creo que no he matado a ninguno aún.
Don't
Pero
cry,
hay
you
un
live.
bonito,
The snuff's
guacho.
ready.
Eat lead. I couldn't miss the party.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper.
Ya.
I thought we were against each other.
Get ready for some pain.
We can overcome the brute now.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Time to knock this guy out. It's all yours.
No me matan, no me matan, no me matan, no me matan.
I will end you. Just die.
Perros bastardos, loco. Ya tú sabes, loco. La última, la última, la última.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Don't cry, you'll live. Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
party?
No more crime for you until next month.
Give him the pepper snuff. Time to knock this guy out.
I'm coming for you.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Buena, dos de un tiro.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Yoo-hoo.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready. He's all yours.
No more crime.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Esa es la mano cuando.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff. You can overcome the brute now.
Eat lead.
Se recarga nomás esta sabandija.
Get ready for some pain.
Pum.
He's all
Hurry.
It won't work this way.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming for you.
Estamos. Uno aquí. Pum para tu casa. Y el otro.
Don't cry, you'll
Ahí,
live.
pum para su casa.
Don't
Terminamos.
bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
Parece que no.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Sí. Yuhu. Creo que maté a uno o a ninguno. Qué hermoso, hermano. Pero se me bugueó la caga. $48 estamos. Ahora sí, vamos a comprar la ropita. Pram, 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 pram. Ya. Aquí no puedo fallar la vestimenta, si no me voy a ir a la fucking B por el dinero, hermano, el dinero.
A contest for the guests of Cordona. Find hidden.
Ahí está, compañero.
Nice of. Let's pick something that suits you.
Igual podría tratar de entrar así. Lo voy a alquilar este.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Voy a intentar entrar así. No me acuerdo dónde era, eso sí. Esto es Bazaar Road, ¿no? Sí. Voy a intentar entrar como bandido ahora.
Get out.
Well, this has been miserable.
Gracias, como bandido. Oye, cómo anda vestido. Hay que ser bandido, hay que ser criminal. Bueno, intenté, por hermano, intenté ir a lo no gastar dinero.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Ya. Entonces, tiene que ser como un criminal. Compramos. ¿Esto se puede alquilar también? Ah, no me deja, ¿viste? Entonces lo compramos. Creo que estamos.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Hello.
Debería ser por acá, permiso. Ahora sí que sí, Bernadotti limitada. Entonces, ¿cachai? Vamos a entrar, vamos a hacer... Ah, estamos al otro lado. Ahora sí, no nos dejáis entrar, ocupamos la violencia. Nada de LC. Tiene que pasarle el favor a mi compañón. Tengo que gastar plata.
Get out.
Hermano, eres.
I did try to resolve this peacefully.
Lo intenté, pues, guacho.
I'm coming for you.
No more crime for you until next month.
Venga, loco.
Take a rest, my friend. Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
No more crime for you and
Give him the pepper snuff.
Muere, basura.
don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Soy una bestia.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Oh.
I can overcome the brute now.
Vengo para acá, vengo para acá, vengo para acá.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready. It's all yours now. Go for it. Don't give him the pepper snuff.
Pero pollo, hermano.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
Don't cry.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Ahora sí que sí.
So uncivilized, Sherlock. It would have been more fun to avoid all the fighting.
Ya, chao, ¿cierto? Los Bernadotti. Salí. Volvemos a entrar miércoles. Me imagino que es para acá, ¿no?
Sherry, look! This seems familiar.
Let's see what's hidden there. Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case? VH Grindley Flow Blue Tableware. A Dogon statue from West Africa. A century old at least.
Un siglo, por manito.
Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotti Company Limited.
Ok, entonces aquí hacen contrabando de antigüedades y todo el asunto. Uy, ¿qué pasa con
No, sir. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. An
Like you
amazing
didn't
piece of
harm the
culture.
folks on the
I
way
imagine
here.
Many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
Ya, mi compañero vende obras. Tenemos el cuadro, tenemos artefacto de contrabando.
Don't come any closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
Keep standing in my way and no one will ever see you again.
Righto. Yes.
Nah.
Yep. Well, excuse me, sir. I think I hear I've got to... It's better I leave.
Whoa. Oh, wow. That was as if somebody put my words in your mouth.
La puerta principal de la oficina está cerrada. Deberíamos hallar el modo de entrar. Ah, pero esto ya lo tengo. Allá, la única forma de entrar allá. Epa.
The Bernadotti Company Limited trade network reaches the most distant colonies of the Great Empire.
It must be very convenient for a man like Bernadotti.
Tratando de abrir ahí.
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotti with our fine governor. 1875. It's taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
I have a family. Spare me.
Mucho papeleo, hoja de la ruta, documentos legales.
Spare me.
Una invitación a un baile. Papeleo legal.
So, you've cut through all the guards just to talk to me. Then come here, and we shall talk.
Primero quiero revisar sus cositas, ¿eh? Creo que estamos.
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
El tatuaje, hermano, distinto a los demás, debe ser el rango. No evita el trabajo sucio, ya. Le saco el reloj. Ah. ¿Por qué lo usa al revés? Casado. Ya, Nicolo Bernadotti es el riguroso líder de una banda y un empresario calculador. Despide confianza y un aire amenazante. Se anticipa el peligro manteniendo un arma cerca para enfundar. Desciende de la clase trabajadora, se crió con una familia pobre y tuvo que trabajar en el campo desde pequeño. El trabajo duro, el sol, la mala dura la enfermedad. A pesar de que ahora está en una posición aún se... de aspecto moderado. Bernadotti y sus hombres tienen tatuajes similares, pero... el líder de una banda y no debe ensuciarse las manos, ya. Los prepararios se niega a vestirse de forma ya. Ahorita trabajo sucio. Solo ya, su efecto aún se nota en la piel. Eso es igual. Yo creo que sí.
Nicolo Bernadotti, I presume? The name is Sherlock Holmes, and I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
Is that so?
The man you sent to the refugee camp failed in his task. He impaled himself on his own blade. Clumsy and chaotic end.
For a man who just broke onto my property, you are more businessman than brute. You have my attention, Mr. Holmes. Do not waste it.
Yeah.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself. I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization, and thus, to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest. So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotti?
You have the photograph with you. How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, and I am compelled to ask why you want it. Who is the man visible in the photograph? An associate?
Not yet, Mr. Holmes. Though with this picture, that may change. The man in the photo is a British envoy on Cordona.
What exactly do you want from him?
My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor for a favor.
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity. Now, how much do you want for the image?
Artefactos de contrabando. Yeah.
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
And how much do you save by capitalizing on their cheap labor?
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you,
Petulante.
Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
Ya.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotti. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
Ha! I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me, as much as he deserves.
So, in your plan, everybody will be given their due.
Bájate.
Especially you, Mr. Bernadotti.
Seems
Porque
like
te
a
puedes
fair
caer.
deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
I give you my
What
word.
makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
Ahora puedo ir a averiguar.
The front door's now open, sir. You can leave through it. If you want
Oye,
to,
era
of course.
hora que me dejaran salir. Ya, lo primero, vamos a cambiarnos ropita. ¿Por qué? Porque así es la vida. Luego, tenemos aquí, pum pum, oferta de Bernadotti. Perfecto, tenemos una oferta. Y... Pero vamos a seguir buscando más cosillas. Anhela la velar, única se la secuestra. Lo primero que tengo que hacer es asegurarme de ella y su bebé estén bien. Vale. Bernadotti quiere recabar pruebas de los crímenes del emisario para chantajear. Me falta aún algo, eso sí. Vamos para acá. Estoy claro, por manito.
He's even been putting up posters.
Sospechoso. No, no creo que sea aquí.
Help me, please.
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Yo se anda con un cuchillo aquí por mano. ¿Dónde más podemos? Aquí.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you.
Sujeto. Otro. Profesión. Ahí está. Thomas Norton, nacido en 1840, en Londres. En 1864 se graduó de la Universidad de Oxford. En 69 comenzó a trabajar como secretario en el Ministerio de Interior. En 75 asumió el cargo de comisario militar, condecorado por la reina en persona con la Orden del Baño. Nombrado el 1 de marzo emisario británico en Córdoba, con su ayuntamiento. ¿Con su ayuntamiento dónde? Tiene un propio gabinete en el ayuntamiento. Y estamos en el ayuntamiento, hermano. Vamos a hablar con este hombre. Va a quedar la patada. Cacha, puedo hablar con 3 personas, hermano. Thomas Norton, hermano, aquí está. Hermano, vamos a hablar nosotros dos.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Anoche no durmió. Muy gastada siempre la lleva. No tiene tiempo de afeitarse. Se queda a trabajar hasta tarde por la ropa arrugada. Mancha roja, vino. El emisario asiste a muchas fiestas. Emisario arrepentido. Una mancha de vino tinto en la muñeca, su rostro negligente con respecto a su deber. El orden del baño parece muy gastada. El hombre está orgulloso de ella y nunca se la quita. La ropa arrugada, los ojos pueden indicar que no volvió a casa anoche. En vez de en el trabajo, este hombre prefiere perderse. Se muy gastada, el hombre está orgulloso de ella y nunca se la quita. La mancha roja indica que ha bebido vino hace poco. Tiene la ropa por ni se molesta. ¿Dónde? Asiste a muchas fiestas cortas. No tengo ni que pensarlo.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
On my way here, I was wondering whether you might regret what you did. I tried my best to retain at least a shred of faith in humanity. I had hoped that you would hear her scream, see her face in your dreams, or at least once asked yourself how Naylor might feel.
Who?
Neither of my hopes were fulfilled.
Why are you here?
Le podría.
I came to talk. I have a solid piece of evidence that proves you guilty of the violation of a young girl.
What kind of evidence? The silly painting? That's ridiculous. Rumors. Don't listen to a word of it.
I wouldn't call it solid if it were just a painting. I have a photograph that would be enough to cause a scandal at the very least, not to mention criminal consequences.
A photograph? Oh, so
Buena.
Up
Pero Tito es maldito, es maldito.
I won't pay you a single coin until I see the photograph for myself.
I'm not interested in money. I came here to hear your version of what took place. I'm not in the habit of making rash decisions.
Not in the habit? Well, it didn't seem like that from the letter you wrote.
I've never written a single word to you. That's not my style. I'm more direct. But in exchange for my patience, I demand your full cooperation. I need you to tell me everything.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do.
I not drink.
Shame.
Not drink, no.
All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
Es que ya sabemos que lo está chantajeando.
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio?
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Podría ayudar a todos los refugiados.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all. Nayla deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people? Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Ya. Ya tenemos todas las cosas del caso. El interés del militario es por puro pragmatismo. Si lo consigue, nada amenazará su reputación. Está fallado esto. Ya, tenemos dos opciones. A Neila la violaron y casi la secuestran. Lo primero que tengo que hacer es asegurarme de que ella se esté bien. Todos los refugiados son víctimas del sistema. La situación es que... Ah, perfecto. En realidad aquí... tendría que ver cómo ayudar a los demás. Pero... la situación en la que están puede y debe poder. ¿Sabe cómo darle la vuelta a la situación? Cuando supo que el emisario había violado a una chica, vio la oportunidad. Ya. El emisario es despreciable y Bernadotti intenta aprovecharse de la situación. Ninguno de ellos es digno de confianza. La verdad, resolver la cuestión. Hay que darle la fotografía para que todo lo haga público. O... eso es lo que ahora... Ya. Pero su promesa de proporcionarle una vida feliz a Neila... hay que darle a Bernadotti la prueba para que chantajee al emisario. Eso no sería digno. Y aquí tenemos otra decisión. El emisario no se merece ni confianza ni perdón por lo que hizo. El castigo de la ciudadanía indignada de Cordona es lo que menos se merece. Hay que entregarle la fotografía a Vogel para que pueda hacer pública toda la historia. A los dos me da la opción. Un depravado, aunque se merezca. Hay que darle al emisario la fotografía a cambio de... Hermano. Era ahí. Que podría ayudarlos, pero... que ya pasó más encima, po. Yari, ¿qué harías tú? Te demuestro el caso. Estoy cubriendo un caso en el que caché que se violaron a una muchacha. Hay un campamento de refugiados. Entonces ese campamento de refugiados, pongámosle que son como inmigrantes. Oh, qué rico huele. Son como inmigrantes, ¿cachai? Que todos viven así en condiciones precarias, pobres y todo el asunto. Y un compadre así con harto poder asistió a una fiesta y cometió ese crimen con una de las niñas de ahí. ¿Cachai? Entonces, tengo dos opciones. Tengo la foto de eso. Puedo. El compadre que sale en la foto, el que cometió el crimen, ofrece que, como tiene tanto poder, le entregue la foto, pero él ayuda a todos los refugiados a que estén bien. ¿Cachai? A que mejore su calidad de vida y todo. Y tengo otra persona que también se enteró, que es un compadre que lo quiere chantajear, entonces él lo chantajea para que este le pase plata a él y él ayude a todos, hasta incluso a la niña. O los dejo así nomás y al otro se va precioso. ¿Sí? ¿Sí ya pasó lo otro? Y podría mejorarle la situación. Que se haya ya que se haya precioso entonces. Ya fuiste precioso. El emisario no se merece ni confianza ni perdón por lo que hizo. El castigo de la ciudadanía indignada de Cordona es lo menos que se merece. Hay que entregarle la fotografía a Vogel para que pueda hacer pública toda la historia. A ver cómo cambiamos. Cometí un acto terrible. Aunque se merezca enfrentarse a la justicia, no puedo dejar pasar la oportunidad. A ver. Es la misma. No, no creo. Esa es. Listo, estamos. No hay misericordia, no mercy. Oh, va a quedar la pata. Va a quedar la pata. La pata. La pata. Alexa, enciende luz, salón. Vamos, 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 let's go, que les vamos. No, ahí no es. Ahí sí es. Era para el otro lado. Era para el otro lado, hermané. Voy a confiar en ti, Vogel. O Vogel. O Vogel. O Vogel. Vamos a ver, te vamos a dar el voto de confianza, compa.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Ah, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine. And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Estamos. Completado el caso. Creo que hice lo mejor, ¿eh? No sería malo ir a ver. ¿Qué habrá pasado con el campamento refugiado? Y vamos.
Selam.
Papa.
Naber?
Por acá era, creo, ¿no? Solamente por mera curiosidad, vamos.
No, sir. Now the rules for coming in have become much more stringent. So, reap the benefits.
Ya sí.
No, sir. Now the rules for coming in have become much more
Bueno,
stringent.
no vamos a saber más de
Reap the benefits.
los refugiados por mientras. Lo vamos a dejar hasta aquí, cumplimos el caso. Vamos a continuar después con algunas historias de Cordona antes de seguir con la historia principal. Así que sería HBDamos Sherlock ahí